So this is a MacBook Air from 2013. It's got an Intel Core i5 processor, 4 gigs of RAM and a 256 gigabytes of SSD. It's old, sure, but the hardware itself is still solid. The real issue is the software running on it. macOS support for this machine is pretty much done at this point, and everyday use just feels sluggish and outdated. If you have been around the channel for a while, you already know I've been experimenting with different Linux distros on this exact Mac. There are quite a few of those videos already up if you want to check them out. But today we are doing something little different. I'm installing CachyOS along with the Niri window manager and Noctalia shell to see how this old MacBook Air handles a modern lightweight setup. And before we get started, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, it really helps the channel grow. Alright, let's get into it. Before we start, here's what you'll need. You'll need an Intel based Mac like this one, or USB flash drive that's at least 8 gigabytes, an internet connection, CachyOS ISO, Balena Etcher to create the bootable USB. Now a quick note on booting from USB. External boot is enabled by default on older Intel Macs like this one, so you really don't need to do anything special here. Now let's create the bootable USB. First, go to the official CachyOS website and download the CachyOS ISO. And next go to balena.io/Etcher and download Balena Etcher for macOS. Open the Etcher DMG file and drag Balena Etcher into your applications folder. Then open Etcher, and if your Mac prompts you with a security warning, just allow it in your security settings. Insert your USB flash drive, then click Flash from File and select the CachyOS ISO you downloaded. Then click Select Target and choose your USB device. Click Flash, enter your Mac password when asked, and wait for the flashing and verification process to finish. Once it says flash complete, you can close Etcher. Quick heads up before we move on, a few people have told me that they are not able to use Etcher smoothly on their older Macs. If you run into issues here, don't worry, try an alternative tool or simply create the bootable USB using any other computer you have lying around. It doesn't have to be this Mac. Once your bootable USB is ready, shut down the Mac completely, plug in the USB and power it back while holding down the Option key. And then from boot menu, choose EFI boot and select the first CachyOS option to start it up. This boosts you into default KD Plasma live session. Is just there so you can try things out before actually committing to an install. Now here's something worth mentioning. In the live session, Wi-Fi didn't work at all. The driver wasn't picking up the connection, and when I tried to launch the installer, it told me I needed an internet connection to continue. So what I did was connect using USB tethering from my phone, using which we can share phone's internet to this Mac. It's super simple fix and it got me right back on track. Interestingly, once the installation was complete, Wi-Fi worked just fine on its own. So it's really a just live session limitation, not a problem with the final install. With internet sorted, I launched the installer again. First, it gives you a little warning about not being connected to a power source, just a safety reminder. So it's a good idea to plug in before continuing. From there, you choose your time zone, then your language, then your keyboard layout. Next comes the bootloader choice. A bootloader is just a small program that runs and helps your computer find and start the operating system when you power it on. You can pick between GRUB, ReFind or Limine. I'm going to choose Limine. Then you select your disk. In my case, it's a 256 GB Apple SSD. And I chose to erase the disk and install fresh. Just a quick warning here, this completely wipes everything on the drive, so make sure you have backed up anything important beforehand. After that, you'll choose your desktop environment. Or desktop environment is basically the whole look and feel of your system, the windows, menus and how you interact with everything day to day. You've got options like GNOME, KDE, XFCE and Niri. I'm choosing Niri for this build. Then you can select additional packages that you want to install. Not going to choose anything extra, we can always do that later after installation. Then you set your username, your computer name and your password. Once everything is set, you'll get a final review screen to confirm all your choices. You can click install now. The installation takes about 15 minutes, and while that's running, I just want to mention I'll be using CachyOS with Niri as my daily setup for a few days, and I'll be sharing my honest thoughts on it soon. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you are subscribed. Once the installation finishes, click restart now. From the boot menu, choose CachyOS and enter the password you set earlier. And that's it, you're in. You'll land on a welcome window, and this is a good spot to just explore the system a little before moving on. And like I mentioned, Wi-Fi connects without any issue at this point. And that pretty much wraps up this install. If you found this helpful, drop a like and definitely leave a comment. I read every single one of them and I'll try to reply when I can. Let me know what old hardware you are running Linux on. I would love to hear about it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.